They're little pranksters. They're little shitheads. That's it.
I can see why you relate to them.
Well, yeah, this is exactly why I read these guys and I was like, I don't think I have ever felt so seen by a borderline demonic entity in my life. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm the devil because I'm so mean and nasty. It's like, no, you're not. You got daddy issues. You haven't fucking gone to therapy yet. You're not the fucking devil. Sit the hell down. Like, I'm reading about these guys and I'm like, I actually am these. Like, I am also, too, fairly short, very hairy. I have weird deformed feet and I'm misshapen and grotesque. Like, I am them. They are me. We are one.
Before we begin today's episode, we would like to share a quick disclaimer. The views, opinions, and statements expressed by the hosts and guests on this podcast are their own personal views and are provided in their own capacity. All content is editorial, opinion-based, and intended for entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to another episode of the Silly Goose Society.
Hank.
Before we start, I have a quick question. Did you finish your work? Did you behave?
Absolutely not.
Did you get new clothes?
Oh, God, no.
Because tonight's episode is not about joy, it's not about magic, and it's definitely not about some fat man breaking into your house to reward you.
My Uncle Tony.
Tonight is about winter justice. We're talking about the old Christmas spirits, the ones that existed before Christianity put a bow on the season, the ones that don't care if you're trying to be your best, the ones that enforce survival with teeth, iron, claws, and consequence. These are not Santa-adjacent creatures. They don't negotiate. They don't teach lessons. They punish, they take, they correct the balance. So, pour yourself a drink, get into your coziest sweater, because apparently that really matters. And remember, if you're hearing this, you've already survived the winter audit. So let's begin.
Wait, I'm getting fucking audited?
Yeah. This is all about auditing.
People think it's about spooky Christmas things. Like, nope, it's about audit. It's about people with pocket protectors, a stick up their ass, and the man barking down their neck.
Right. Okay. First one that I want to talk about is Frau Perchta, who is the original winter auditor.
You're calling them winter auditors, and I'm sorry. I'm just seeing, like, a bunch of, like, suits with, like, an abacus.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, like, trudging through the snow in, like, a parka. You know what I mean? Like, you can't call them auditors. You can't. You just can't.
So if you thought Santa was watching to see if you were naughty or nice, congratulations. You've dramatically underestimated winter, because Perchta doesn't bring coal if you're bad. She brings fucking surgery.
Yeah.
So some origins about Perchta. Perchta comes from the Alpine regions of Austria, Bavaria, Switzerland, and she is ancient, like pre-Christian, pagan, ancient.
Like older than your mama.
Right. Back when winter wasn't cozy vibes or hot cocoa, it was pretty much, please don't let everyone die.
I mean, isn't that still Christmas? Isn't it still winter? Please. Please make sure no one dies.
You're right. So she began as a fertility goddess and a household spirit, and casually a bringer of death. Her name came from, and I'm going to butcher this, but it came from Berat, meaning bright, which is fascinating because later descriptions of her are like, yes, bright like a corpse lantern with an iron nose. So Perchta has basically she's dual formed because, what woman doesn't have two sides to her?
I let you say it. Do you have any idea how hard I've been biting my fucking tongue so far because of like all this shit I could be saying about so much of this?
So there is the white Perchta, who is radiant and beautiful and rewards hard work. And she's like the winter's HR manager that really likes you. Then you have Black Perchta, who is depicted as she's a broken down, crooked woman, very ragged, has an iron nose, and she literally looks like she lives exclusively on spite and unfinished chores. And so, guess which most people meet?
Guess which one most people meet?
Yeah.
I guess it depends which area we're talking about.
Okay.
I'm assuming Black Perchta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from December 25th to January 6th, during the 12 nights of Yule, Perchta will visit homes. Not metaphorically, she physically visits homes. And she checks 3 things. Did you finish your spinning? Did you obey social rules? And did you respect the old ways? And
so all you fitness influencers, your fitfluencers out there, did you go to your spinning class? Did you tell everyone about detox teas? And some joke about the old ways.
Right. So just to clarify, spinning wasn't a chore. Spinning was basically cosmic order, like a thread equals fate, life itself. So if you did finish your spinning, you didn't just procrastinate. You like insulated your destiny. So if you failed at any of these tasks, she doesn't scold you. She doesn't like ground you. She doesn't leave you passive aggressive notes. This is what she does.
Per my last email,
Yeah. None of
finish
that.
your fucking spinning.
She will slit open your abdomen,
Mm-hmm.
remove your organs, and replace them with straw, stones, or garbage.
Ooh.
Which is a very pointed metaphor for you did not contribute to society. And children were especially vulnerable to her auditing. I'm going to say auditing. So, like finish your crafts, kids out there listening, or become a haunted scarecrow.
Or garbage can.
And this fits right in with us because some traditions describe Perchta as having one iron nose and one goose foot.
That's true. That is true. That's not us being cute. Look that shit up. It's not a peg leg, it's a honk leg.
So the folklore basically is like it's like she is not human. She walks between worlds and she will absolutely ruin your evening. And the goose foot likely ties her to older animal spirits, fertility, migration, which is kind of beautiful on its face value. But the iron nose just screams like, I've survived something you would never survive.
Seen some things, man. I've seen some stuff.
Yeah.
Wouldn't recommend it.
So
She's sitting there like a haunted Vietnam vet from years past.
So back to the children. In darker lore, Perchta didn't just punish children, she claimed them. Specifically, she would claim unbaptized children, sickly infants, and babies born during the 12 nights. And instead of condemning them, she basically became their keeper in the afterlife. So she's terrifying, but she's also kind of like, I don't know, some kind of like grim winter foster mom. Just some notes on why the church hated her and tried to erase her out of existence.
1, she was a woman who was empowered.
True, right. But they tried to erase her by calling her a witch, calling her a demon, evil old woman, every trope that you could think of. And the villagers basically would say, like, cool sermon, bro, but look, we're still leaving her food.
Cool sermon, bro. But I was like, I'll do my own research. Thank you very much.
Yeah, like, we are still in fear of a winter goddess who removes organs. We're not debating this. We are cooking her dumplings.
Let's wait a minute. Is that all I got to do to get free dumplings? Is just like disembowel people and turn them into scarecrows?
Yeah, so I mean,
I love dumplings, man.
Basically, like, that's how you got on Perchta's good side. Is you had to finish your spinning before the Yule. You had to eat traditional foods like gruel or dumplings, and then you had to leave offerings. So basically, it was just like, be productive, be respectful, and feed the winter hag.
I'm just. An offering of dumplings.
So today, she survives because their annual Perchtenlauf festivals, and hopefully I said that right. So basically, they're masked winter parades with horns, grotesque faces, nightmare fuel craftsmanship. These masks are not fun, and I will be posting photos of these masks of Perchta on our Instagram. But they're meant to basically appease her or scare her away or to confuse her into thinking she's basically already did the murdering. So,
She's like, oh, I've already been here. My bad.
I've already
it's like
been.
her little
Yeah,
notes.
yeah. So just remember, Perchta is not Santa adjacent. She is winter justice, and she doesn't care whether you were naughty or nice. She just cares whether you were useful. And that's all I have for Perchta.
She just cares if you were useful. So she's just like a fuck boy.
Yeah.
Perchta's just a fuck boy, like an ancient Germanic fuck boy. Nice.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Also, the like masks and all of that kind of shit. Isn't that like the ones that aren't they like elk and like deer skulls that people would wear? Isn't it like the same idea or the same? Or am I getting that mixed up with the Gaelic traditions?
So I'm looking at I'm looking at some of I've got okay. No, the pictures of Perchta are very much like the quintessential stereotypical like old hag with a big crooked nose.
Mm-hmm.
They're very, very scary though. These are fucking scary masks.
I mean, I believe it. If it's if it's being used to scare away the spirit that literally turns you, like you said, into a walking, talking scarecrow from hell, I don't see them being like a My Little Pony kind of like cutesy wootsy fucking masks. Like, if it's supposed to scare that away, I can only imagine.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm shooting those pictures over to you so you can see what I'm talking about.
Oh, God, yeah, because, for the love of fuck.
I told you they are scary.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good with that. I'm good. This.
Yeah.
Anywho, so my turn, right?
Yeah. And I'm sending you pictures of your guy.
I mean, I already know. I just look in the mirror and it's exactly what. I can't really imagine what this asshole looks like. Yeah. Yeah. The elk heads. There you go. I'm getting those. Anyhow. Right. So I apologize to anyone of this ethnicity or culture if I'm butchering the name on this one, but I'm also going to be completely honest. I first heard about these guys like the other day when we were planning out this episode. It was the very first time I've heard of these guys, and I kind of love them. I think they need their own like sitcom, some type of a TV show. You know what I mean? There needs to be some type of a fucking. There has to be a show. Send these guys over to like John Mulaney and Nick Kroll, and once they've finished with Big Mouth, they just need to make their own version of these little shitheads. Anyhow. Let's see, the Kallikantzaroi, something like that one. I don't know. Greek and Baltic folklore, so Mediterranean all around that kind of area. So I apologize if I've butchered the name, the pronunciation. Either way, they're these little furry, red-eyed goblin dudes who live underground, and they're not like super evil like some of the other like evil Christmas spirits that you'll hear about. Like they're not going to go and like eat you and kill you and turn you into a scarecrow or whatever the hell else. They're just going to like fuck with you like so much. They're these little mischievous little menaces, which I kind of love. It's almost like, I almost feel like this should be a part of Halloween with like the trick or treat kind of thing. And now I'm really starting to think that these guys were the inspiration for Lock, Shock, and Barrel for Nightmare Before Christmas. I swear to God. Like, tell me they are not these little bastards. Oh my God, they absolutely are. They literally live underground at the tree. No, they live in the tree. Whatever. There's a tree in the lair. They are absolutely, doesn't matter. So they appeared during the 12 days of Christmas, or Yule. My mistake. Yule. My bad. Pretty much their sole purpose was sawing at the world tree, or the tree of life, or whichever one you go on to with that one. So that's literally their job. They were just like, this fucking tree has got to go. So I'm just seeing like a dozen of these little bastards, just like with one of those giant saws going back and forth.
Back and forth, yeah.
And like one's like, I don't know why, but I kind of picture them in like
One
those
is the
big like.
foreman.
No. They're all, yeah, maybe there's one who's just sitting there. In my brain, they're kind of like gremlins, like little furry gremlins, like with like clothed hooves and all things. So it's like little satyrs and kind of that. But I don't know why they're in like, some of them are in like those old timey like long johns with like the big buttons. And for whatever reason, as they're doing that big saw, one of like the buttons gets caught on it. And now he's getting like sent back and forth through it. Like you've seen like cartoons and shit. Like, like that's what I'm picturing in my head right now. These little shitheads trying to cut down the tree. But during the holidays, during Yule, they abandon their task, their job. They're like, all right, we've had it. We've been trying at this all year. What's the worst that could happen if we leave for the next couple of days and we go and fuck with everybody? And the only reason why they would leave during those times is because like the gods were, busy like being celebrated and going getting all their foods and their offerings and so on and so forth. So like their little gatekeeper was watching. So like, hey, the guard's not here. Let's go out. Anywho. And that's literally, they would, like I said, they're not going out. They're not killing. They're not murdering. I swear to God, they will just head out to the villages, to the towns, to the whatever the hell. And they will break into your house. They're not going to eat the food you leave out. They're going to leave your fridge open. They're going to turn your microwave on its side. Shout outs to Mom and my friends on that one. They're going to spoil all your food. They're going to put your fireplace out. They're going to extinguish the fire, do all that other kind of bullshit. They're just going to mess with you in your sleep. They're like your paralysis demon. They're going to like, you know what I also see them doing? Putting like the whipped cream or like the shaving cream in your hand, like tickling your nose with like their with like their tail or something like that. So they're little pranksters. They're little shitheads. That's it.
I can see why you relate to them.
Well, yeah, this is exactly why I was like, I read these guys and I was like, I don't think I have ever felt so seen by a borderline demonic entity in my life. Like, everyone's like, oh, I'm the devil because I'm so mean and nasty. It's like, no, you're not. You got daddy issues. You haven't fucking gone to therapy yet. You're not the fucking devil. Sit the hell down. Like, I'm reading about these guys and I'm like, I actually am these. Like, I am also, too, fairly short, very hairy. I have weird deformed feet and I'm misshapen and grotesque. Like, I am them. They are me. We are one. They're not exactly the most, like I said, they're not the most efficient killers if you will. Yeah, I'm sure there was one or two witnesses they kind of had to get rid of because, they were like, oh, hey, get that fucking kid or whatnot. But, they are just, they're just little shitheads, man. They are chaos unbound, released onto the earth. They inconvenience you so much. They'll hide the remote. They'll take all the labels off of your cans. They'll switch all the DVDs around on you. I think the only potentially really dangerous thing that they do is extinguishing the fire because, way back when in ancient times, you didn't have fucking, well, let me just go turn the thermostat and turn my heat on. No, you had to fucking keep the goddamn fire going. So, they would put the fire out and, you could freeze to death. But at the same time, I don't know if anyone could sleep through that. Doesn't matter.
I'm just... When you said taking the labels off of cans and stuff, I was thinking, and oh no, how are we going to find our soup for our chips?
Which soup my God, I hope this is broccoli cheddar, son of a bitch. You know what?
That's what you call a callback.
Well, at least we never regret meeting them.
Yeah, true.
Anywho.
Unlike some people.
Honk, honk.
Jesus.
I know you're probably sitting there thinking, hey, Goose Wayne, we've been saying all these things about these little mischievous bastards. However, will I protect myself from these little shitheads? Pay the fuck attention, you piece of shit slop. I'll tell you. I don't want being so mean. I need to cut it back in the caffeine, that's why.
No, these creatures have infected you.
I am them, they are me. We are one.
We are one.
I'll tell you how. Keep the fires burning, okay? We'll take some goddamn accountability. Start the fire. Keep it going. Get it hot. Scare them away. Because you make more work for them. Make a big fire. Big fire. I am chief. Want big fire. Burn your old shoes. I'm going to be completely honest. Don't know why, but that's what my notes say. Burn your old shoes. You haven't worn them since college. Oh, yeah, I'm going to fit it. No, you're not going to fit in those pumps anymore. It looks like you're trying to stuff a loaf of bread into a fucking Barbie dream house. It's not happening. Throw them out. Burn them. Protect yourself. Hang colanders, sifters, meshes, those things, your little cooking things you dump your pasta in. Hang them up because guess what? They are so ridiculous. They're going to sit there and they're going to have to count all of the fucking holes in them. But here's the catch, why they're doomed to eternity, and one more reason why they're so angry. They can't count past 2. So I'm just pick these little goblin bastards. 1, 2. 1, 2. Fuck. 1, 2. Just forever. They're just going to sit there forever and ever, just counting up to 2. Because 3 is sacred. The Holy Trinity. 3 is company. 3 strikes and you're out. They're afraid of the number 3.
Ooh,
so
okay.
Yeah, they can't count past 2. So put something with 3 holes up, and you know what? I'm gonna leave that joke right there. Put something with 3 holes up, they'll run away. Never mind. Moving on. Your turn.
Oh my God, there's so many. It's low hanging fruit though.
Yeah, it's very low hanging fruit. Very low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And holy water and other typical stuff to ward off demons and spirits, throwing salt over your fucking shoulders. Throw the salt. Keep these little bastards away because they're going to jump up going, snacks, salt in my eyes, or whatever the hell they say. I don't know what the hell that voice was. But I think... I think one of my favorite things about these little shitheads, when everything's over and they return back to their lair and they're like, wow, man, that was a great time out, and they're high-fiving each other. And old lady you threw eggs at, yeah, that was funny. That goat you stole and you kind of wrote, yeah, that was your mother. No, it wasn't. They get back to their lair where the world tree is, and guess what? It's healed.
Oh.
And they just look at it and they go, oh, fuck. See, that's why they go out and they screw with everybody, is because they think the humans are fixing the tree. So then they got to go back out. And they got to go all over again. The heat, they worked all year long to cut this damn tree down. And all of their work, they didn't save before the power reset. They didn't like back anything up to the cloud. None of that shit. They come back and it is a fully grown, repurposed tree. And these bastards got to start all over again.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. That was pretty rough. Pretty rough. Other things that kind of keep them away, apparently they hate like order and good things in prim and proper. So these guys are definitely ADHD. Hands down. They're
sounds like it.
They hate clean homes. They hate symmetry. They don't like people who are disciplined. So all I'm saying is they're gonna fit right the fuck in here. Like they probably do live in here. Those are probably little shits that are messing everything up in my goddamn living abode.
They're in direct odds with Perchta.
They really are. Like you know, yin and yang, heads or tails, lamb and tuna fish. Like there is one there. You cannot have one without the other.
Well, I want to talk about the Yule cat.
You would.
The Yule cat or the Yolakaturin. I had to hear a pronunciation of that because it's not spelled how it sounds.
Yeah, no, I had that once. I went to the doctor. He gave me a shot and it cleared up in like a day or so.
So if you...
Doc, it hurts. Well, yeah. Your cock is torn. Thanks.
Oh, shit. Okay. I'm not pronouncing that word again. You got it once. So if you thought Christmas monsters were about morality, being kind, sharing, learning lessons, Iceland basically said, no. The only thing we care about is, did you work?
Such lovely people.
Right. So the Yule cat is a creature whose entire job description is identify the lazy and eat them.
From a cat. Pound for pound, one of the laziest animals known to man. Proceed.
Basically, the Yule cat comes from Icelandic folklore. And it was basically born in a place where winter isn't festive, as we've learned from the last two creatures. None of these are happy creatures. But winter in some of these places, you deal with hostile living conditions. And so this myth isn't about fun. It was about basically survival. Everyone had to help process wool. Everyone. There were no vibes, no excuses, no, I was too tired. So this cat, it is not a, pss, 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 get in the bag kind of cat, right? You do not want to take this cat home with you. It's enormous.
Joke's on you.
If it's not meant to be friend, why is it friend shaped? But the Yule cat is basically enormous. It is black as the polar night.
She says a big old pussy.
Eyes like ice. It's large enough to peer into a second-story window, and it basically stalks villagers during Yule time, very silently, very patiently.
Silently?
Very silently.
It's the size of a fucking whale. How the hell it can peer into a second-story building?
Yeah, and it stalks very silent. Cats are very silent, even big cats.
Not when they're the size of a fucking semi. I'm sorry, but I have Yuletide doubts. Okay? I'm having Yuletide doubts that this fucking cat is quiet.
Well, we'll see. We'll stick you in the snow and see if you can hear a mountain lion tracking you. How about that?
Yeah, but that's different. A mountain lion the size of a mountain lion. You're talking about one the size of a fucking building.
Cats are very stealthy.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
So the rules for this cat is that if you did not receive new clothes by Christmas, you were considered lazy and you didn't contribute to the wool processing, and therefore the cat You are free reign for the cat to eat. Yes, and I said the cat will eat you. Not in a good way.
Because I'm poor. That's why. Because I couldn't afford new fucking clothes. This goddamn guy. This cat's an ass. That just goes to further proof. Cats are assholes. This is a judgmental fucking piece of shit.
Well, no.
I'm gonna have George Clooney shit in your box.
If you would have participated in the wool process, then you would have received your new sweater from the wool processing. Because you contributed, you would have received something.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you did not receive anything means that you did not participate with the rest of the village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Iceland wool production was basically life or death, right? I mean, it's very, very hospitable conditions. Hostile conditions. And so new clothes basically meant that you worked, you contributed, you pulled your weight before winter pulled on you. No new clothes meant you've been chosen by the cat. See you never. So this was basically terror-based productivity incentive. You know, it was like, if you don't help, then you will die.
So then Ford and Bezos were like, damn, this cat fucking spitting.
Yeah. So the Yule cat didn't target the wealthy. So you're very right in that it targeted children, farmhands, servants, orphans, the elderly, and basically anyone that didn't have any type of family protection. So it was very much like a social executioner with whiskers. This is not a very nice cat. The Yule cat is often linked with, oh God, here's another name that I can't pronounce. Gryla? So, Grayla? We'll go with it. Well, who was a mountain-dwelling giantess who boils naughty children, lives in the wilderness, and is mother to the Yule lands. And some stories say the cat belongs to her, or the cat hunts for her, or just brings her snacks, and the snacks are the people that it hunts. And so this is like the important part. The Yule cat doesn't hunt bad people. It hunts people who are struggling, people who are overlooked in society, the exhausted, and the ones who can't keep up with the main people.
Okay, we get it. Just say it. The cat is after me. Just say it. So Kyle, watch the fuck out.
The cat enforces survival by removing the weakest. So yeah. Another thing that it's said to do, that it can smell failure. So it can smell unfinished wool, hunger, fear, the quiet panic of falling behind, and it's said to walk without sound, but if you hear it, it's already too late because it's ready to eat you. So today, though, the Yule cat has gotten kind of a PR makeover. Icelanders still, it's traditional for them to gift clothes at Christmas. The Yule cat appears in books and songs and arts. Reykjavik even has a giant Yule cat statue. It's become a very kind of cute cat. You know, it's become something to be celebrated. They've made it into a thing that's very Instagrammable. But historically, basically, this cat is a walking crime scene.
A walking crime. Oh, I don't know. It's so funny.
Yeah, that's all I have on the Yule cat. Meow. Meow.
Which brings us to our next one. One of my actual favorites, and if anyone out there knows, I'm not going to say why it's one of my favorites. But if anyone who really knows me, you'll probably pick up why. Anywho, This one is the Wild Hunt.
Mm.
This one's pretty great. I kind of fucking love this one. Anyhow, origins of the Wild Hunt. It is Germanic, Norse, Celtic. It's very, very European. Each of the different like tribes from that area, they all have, they're all incredibly similar. Maybe they call them different things, but they're all the exact same thing. So that's another thing that kind of really makes you think that these are different cultures that are separated by thousands of miles, but they have literally the same stories, just different names. Kind of makes you go, Anywho, they're often led by whoever their all-father figure is. So for the Norse, it is Odin, or I forget which. I think it's Celtic. What's their all-father is literally like Woden. So it's like Odin, and then just like throw a W in front of it, and then it's theirs. So we're like, fuck it, we can't, fuck it, we don't got a name for it. Just throw another letter in front of it. Say it's different. So, hey man, can I copy your gods? Yeah, but don't make it obvious. Okay, W. And then later down the lines, when there was more monotheism, as says of a polytheistic bullshit governments as they saw them, religions as they saw them, it was just kind of just like demonic figures. Only during winter storms is when the Wild Hunt would go to take its ride. Very meat and potatoes of it is exactly that. It was the hunting party of the Allfather. So yeah, way back when ancient times, everyone would just get their hounds and their horses and they would fucking go hunting. It is essentially, some of them, if I'm not mistaken, it was kind of like I believe it was Norse mythology, where if you couldn't get into, like you were a noble warrior throughout your life, but you died of, you were just too good. You just didn't die in battle. You died of old age. That's not considered like an honorable death. Odin, you would kind of be in like purgatory in a way until the winter. Mm-hmm. And then Odin would take you out on the wild hunt. And if you captured souls and so on, that was a way of redeeming yourself, of like, same thing, like feeding the fires of the afterlife or whatever it is. That was kind of your last chance to get into Valhalla of the hunting party. So there's different rituals that they believed of why the wild hunt was important, but at the same time, though, fucking terrifying.
Right.
Either way, discussion of different types of many different dead and dying warriors, the different souls, demons, their hounds or the hellhounds. Svenir, for the longest time, was another one of the big leaders in Norse of the wild hunt. If you see the wild hunt, you just kind of hear it and you see it off. You go to see, oh, what's that noise? You go and you see the actual hunt happening. It wasn't always a guaranteed, like right then and there, death. If they saw you, you died. If you saw them, it was still a very bad omen. You're going to have a really shitty year if you see them, unless I think it's by the end of the hunt begins. The hunt starts at the beginning of Yule and the last day of Yule. You have until the end of Yule to do a very, very good deed to kind of relinquish that year. Because if you don't, you are fucked. There's no way around it. You're going to have a bad year if you don't kind of get off the bad juju from the wild hunt. And if you get the bad juju off of you. It's not just like, oh no, like I'm having kind of a shitty year. Like, no, literally death within the year. So potential death throughout the year. Going insane. Or forced recruitment into a military service. That's what's fun, because it's very vague there. So it doesn't mean that you're going to be conscripted to your army. You could be conquered and then forced to fight in another army's military. So either way, some of the different, like I said, so a lot of the different cultures, their Allfather was one who was leading it. Even to the parts of like the Druid tribes of in like France, or known as Gaulia and things way back when in the days of ancient times and shit. King Arthur was actually said to be the leader of the wild hunt in some cultures back then. Mm-hmm. So way, way before. The noises you hear is like any of the thunderstorms that happen in the winter. That was oh, it's the wild hunt. Stay indoors, stay away. So just thunderous loud hooves, horns, any type of extremely gusting winds. So any blizzard. That's what it was that it brought the wild hunt, and that's what it was. For your survival, dude, for the love of Christ, don't look up. So the opposite of what's it called? So what they tell you to do on a bridge, don't do during the wild hunt. So don't look down. No, fuck that. It's the wild hunt. Don't look up because you will see them. They're, like I said, they're not necessarily looking for you. We don't know what they're looking for, but they're on the fucking hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at them because even if, like I said, if you look at them, you're fucked. You're supposed to just lie flat, motionless. They can't see you. Maybe they're T-Rexes. They can't see you if you don't move. Stay indoors. They don't got X-ray vision. Just stay inside. Don't go do anything. And it's like, and never, ever, for the love of God, acknowledge them. Just ignore them. Look away. You see something, say something. You see something, know you the fuck you didn't. Keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Kind of like Appalachian rules. You know, if you hear something in the woods, no, you didn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Or, you know, when you're at like Walmart and you see someone trying to steal food and to feed their family. You see something? No, the fuck you didn't.
No, you didn't. Yep.
Yes. A lot of the different things that it kind of symbolizes what it could be, bring about, kind of where the stories kind of started. It was the transition from one year into the next. The absolute dominance that winter had. Like I said, it's all fun and cute and snow angels and happy times now, but, you know, the going theme is that people were fucking terrified of the winter. They were absolutely terrified of the winter. So it was just the massive overhanging, the loom of impending doom that the winter had, just its overall power that it had on, you know, your region, the world, if you will, to them, the world. And it's just, woof, in you know, the spectral planes of, because at least in Norse, a couple of different cultures, there's no actual fire in hell or the underworld. There's no burning and anguish. Specifically in Norse mythology, it's cold. It's frozen. It is a never-ending icy landscape. So that's where their feelings that's where they're coming from, hell. Is because it's just they're coming from hell to take the souls to there, and it's just so fucking cold that the actual gates of Helheim have opened and it is pouring out into the realms. So pretty much anything that Christianity says, Norse mythology is like the hardest of opposites for the most part. Also, other things that you don't want to do. I'm just going through the notes now because I'm just going through your own notes.
Hey, you know what? All you have to tell me is stay inside.
Literally that. Stay inside because you want to know something else fun about the wild hunt? You could join by accident. Like a drunken stupor and you join the military, kind of the same thing. Do me a favor. Don't fucking whistle at night. Just don't. Because you're literally like, the motherfucker's over there. Go get him. Like, just don't do it. Don't call out into the storm, which I don't know why people do that. Like, hey, fuck off, Odin. Like, don't do that because guess what? He's going to come fucking get you. Don't stand at the crossroads. Just don't, because they think you're going to be waiting on a bus. And guess what? We're the bus. To hell. Get aboard. They will literally just scoop your ass up and take you. They will take you as a volunteer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last bit about them is there's all the fun superstition around black cats. But during Yule, there's actually a superstition around just stray black dogs. You know, and black cats is, you know, bad luck and all that kind of fun stuff. Stray black dogs during the winter are actually the precursor or the omen of the wild hunt, that like you're on their radar kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so the story is that they're massive, like your fucking Yule cat, your 4-story, apparently silent killer cat. That's dead quiet, apparently, though it's the size of a fucking truck. Anywho, but anyway, massive black dogs, red eyes. They leave no footprints, almost like they just kind of hover through the snow and through the ice. They're very friendly. They'll just kind of come up to you and just be all like happy. Like they're not gonna like growl and like stalk you and try to harm you at all. If anything, they're trying to entice you. As they're like markers. They're the scouts for the wild hunt. Like, hey, get this man. So if you see a random stray black dog during the winter, run inside and don't fucking whistle. Just stay the hell away. And now the moment everyone's been waiting for.
Krampus.
Krampus. Belschnickel.
It's just so fun to say. Krampus.
Exactly. You gotta say with a really bad Dutch accent. Krampus.
I can't do that.
Neither can I. I don't even know if that's Dutch or whatever, but anyway. Krampus!
So if Santa carries a carrot, then Krampus is definitely the stick to that carrot.
Oh, I thought you'd say Krampus is gonna take it and shove it up your ass.
Right? No, he actually, is made of birch sticks.
I thought he
And
just wielded them.
he's coming for your shins.
Your shins.
I can tell you that much. So Krampus is that holiday figure who eventually they tried to give a gentle correction to, and make him into something that he was never. No, Krampus was like, no, I traumatize and I'm going to stay that way.
Yeah, he is Atnas. He is the anti-Santa.
Anti-Santa. So he comes from Alpine folklore, Austria, Bavaria, all the surrounding mountains and areas, and he has very pagan roots. And so, very old, very, very predate. Hey, Christianity, we're just gonna make this our own and control the narrative.
I'm pretty sure he's older than Santa.
Oh yeah, he is.
Like he's way older. Like he is
is.
arguably, to my knowledge, I think he is the original like holiday being. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. They try earlier on the church tried to kind of absorb him into the fold and paired him with Saint Nick. But Krampus is like, nah, I don't need, this is not a good cop, bad cop movie. I don't need a buddy. I am Krampus.
I am. You are, therefore I am.
Yeah. So Krampus is described horned, hooved, hairy, long tongue.
Enjoy Long's walk on the beach.
Right. He likes to drag his chains and bells. I mean, this is...
He's a hear me out, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, come on, let's be honest. He's a hear me out. Krampus is a hear me out.
To a lot of women, he's a hear me out. He is a hear me out.
Hooved, hairy tongue, chains and bells. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, what more could you want? This is better than any book boyfriend that you could possibly ever read about. He's less a holiday character and more of like hell if it learned how to play percussion.
So the little drummer boy is Krampus. Got it.
Yeah.
Safe.
Yeah. Yeah, so and his job is very limited. He has one role, punishment.
He's got one job, and damn it, he's good at it.
He's very good at it. He doesn't give gifts or spread joy or care about if you've, spun your world or dyed your wool or anything else that these other cats and creatures care about. He doesn't care about any of it. Rewards are not in his department, and he is all about punishment and enforcement.
Listen, I know you're saying that he's not about a good thing, but then you described. Like, let's just rewind a little bit.
Okay.
People with daddy issues.
Yeah.
Like they're just sitting here listening to this, and they're like, "Okay, when's the bad? Like he's gonna beat me and suffer and punish me? Like where's the bad in all of this? Like wipe the fucking drool, okay? It's a monster. Go see a therapist, okay? Wipe the drool from both sets, okay? Both sets of lips. Come on."
So I also want to remind people too that the story of Krampus has always been a children's story. So this is like what they use to, I guess, get kids to behave. Like, we're going to tell you the story about this person, and if you don't behave, then you're going to be stuffed in a sack or a basket, and you're going to be dragged off to hell, or the underworld to some place that you don't come back from.
Like I said, negative and positive reinforcement. This was the original tale of Christmas, and they realized that the kids were just being traumatized and trying to conquer and conquest all of the world. So it's like, okay, let's switch it. So around holidays, instead of you better be good or you're going to fucking die, to hey, if you're good, you get gifts and shit. Like, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement. I'm just saying, once Santa started to become a lot more popular, there was a lot less conquest happening and a lot less war. You know what I mean?
And it really just depends on what area you lived in. Sometimes he would just come in and beat children with birch switches. Sometimes he would just take them and stuff them into a sack, and then that would be the end of that child. So it really just depends on where you live, whether you get beat or taken.
This evil goat looking stuff. It's the taller version of Phil from Hercules, just beating the piss out of your kid with a fucking stick. Just like, oh, you son of I wanted to do that. Just beating the snot out of your little brat.
So in the children that were taken by Krampus, are you okay? Did Krampus get you?
No, just my knee. We're good.
Oh, God. See, I told you he was coming for your shins.
He comforts it. Never mind.
Yeah. So the children, they were never seen again, but in some, I guess, iterations of the story, if they did return, they would be different. They would be very quiet and kind of hollow, but very obedient.
Well, they were kidnapped by a fucking goat man in the middle of the goddamn night. I wouldn't talk much either.
True.
Tell me where that doesn't absolutely traumatize you. Like, honestly, he didn't even need to take them anywhere. Just in the middle of the night, he wakes them up. They see him, and he just puts them in the bag and just walks around town a couple of times. Like, doesn't even take him out. Never takes him out of the bag. Just shows up, rawr, in the bag, kid. Walks around for an hour, brings him back. Fucking be good. Guess what? That kid's gonna fucking shut the hell up. Like.
So way back when, different villages and stuff in different localities would have on December 5th oh God, I'm not going to be able to say this. Can you say it? Krampusnacht.
Krampusnacht. So Krampus night of Krampus.
Right. And basically men would be dressed as Krampus. They'd be wearing these terrifying masks. Again, when I read this,
once again, doesn't sound like a bad thing to some people.
Yeah. Strap on chains and bells. They would be drinking heavily, chasing people through the streets. It was like controlled chaos, but
oh no, a man in a mask with chains chasing me. Oh no, good God, you all need therapy.
Oh no, what shall we ever do?
Whatever should we do?
But historical records showed that, when they used to have these festivals and stuff, there were a lot of injuries, fires, riots, death. And so the authorities have repeatedly tried to ban Krampusnacht, but they failed. Because basically you can't legislate you can't legislate a demon out of your culture.
I swear to God, that you can't legislate these nuts. I thought that's what you were going to say. I swear to fucking God. Because you said these, I was like, please. You can't legislate these nuts. Krampus just swinging his wang and chains around and shit.
So, going back to Christianity, they tried to sanitize him by trying to make him into a softer Krampus. He was kind
of
tried
to sanitize him.
Sanitize him. Ooh.
He's Satanized.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. But they try to make him into he's scary, but he's harmless. He's just giving you a warning. It's not anything bad. Nothing's going to happen. He's not
fucking
evil.
Christians, man.
He's just, It's just like a little reminder that sometimes outcomes can be bad, but
Yeah, like I think even like more modern telling is that like they both go like him and they're like Batman and Robin apparently,
Mhm.
Santa and Krampus. It's like, okay, if you're good, Santa leaves you presents and takes the cookies, but if you're on the naughty list, Krampus leaves you coal and like, no, get fucked, mate.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all we had for Krampus.
I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna level with you.
Yes.
I think it's a good story. I think it's a great story. I do. I don't know. Like I said, it's interesting how cultures have changed and how humanity has changed and like the stories we used to tell kids and what they tell them now. You know, I made the jokes about positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff. Um, I got a level with you. Krampus is he's right there, like on the line of me being fucking over him. He's right there with becoming pop culture.
Oh, yeah, I
He's
definitely think.
almost famous enough to being like winter's pumpkin
Yeah.
spice. You know what I mean? He's right there.
Well, and I tell you, it has there. We have an oversaturation of Krampus right now because again, it's become the popular thing. The addition of like book talk and women getting their feelings out about you know
It's not even so much that. It's
stuff.
just that spooky stuff and spooky season and ooh, spoopy this and like it's all like what's I don't want what the fuck ever. It's not like a hipster. Oh, I've been liking spooky shit forever, but it's like when someone sent me an invite to the Krampus crawl, which is a bar crawl that's happening in downtown.
Mm,
Like that's a bit fucking much.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
when you're starting to have like themed bullshit, like come on,
Well,
like you
I
are
feel like
right there.
anytime you bring cultural things over to America, they become like
It goes to shit
it does kind of go to shit. Yeah. Yeah.
because we got to make a buck off of it. So it's just like,
Exactly. Exactly.
because like my first introduction to Krampus, I was oh shit. Whatever. I was a little bit of a kid, probably like in like preteens, teenage or something like that, 12, 13, whatever. And like there was a couple of horror movies that came out. Like there was, actual, I think some of them were just called Krampus, and it was that. They were just little holiday horror movies. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm this little monster thing, and you kind of learn a little bit more, and also the kind of like there is some really good stuff out there, which is great. But it's like, and I have no problem with cultures trying to kind of use it. Like I said, yeah, it's whatever it is with the like I said, trying to tie it with Santa going out as like sidekicks and whatever. But it's just, like I said, it's just really annoying when it's just like everywhere because then you're just going to get like, it's going to get lost and it's going to get annoying
Yeah.
very, very fast.
Yeah. Yep. Yep, I agree. So, next time somebody tells you Christmas used to be simpler, warmer, and more wholesome, just remember no, winter used to come with rules and enforcement and checking your labor, your clothes, your behavior, and none of them really cared if you had a bad year. There were stories that weren't meant to comfort, they were meant to keep you alive or at least make you become more useful to society. So, enjoy your lights, enjoy your songs, enjoy the sanitized version of the season, but just remember beneath it all, the old spirits are still watching, and they're going to be very interested in whether you finished your work.
And they eat and kill and maim anyone who thinks Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Yes. Yes. Thank you for listening to this episode. This is our holiday episode, so everyone, please have a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, however you celebrate with your friends and family. I hope you have a good time. We've had a hell of a year, and I think everyone deserves a couple days to kick back, have some some good food, some good beverages, and relax. We've all earned it.
Most of us have earned it. Some of us have earned the opposite, but still.
Yeah, there's a couple people that,
But I digress.
There's a couple people I regret.
And that's our 2 per episode.
Again, the best thing that you can do for us is just to share our episodes with your friends, with your family.
We literally just, not to be like that stupid trendy bullshit at the end of the year or whatnot, but like we are literally just getting started. Like, yeah, we've been doing a podcast for a little bit, but like the Silly Gooses is just like, you heard of the Wild Hunt? Yeah, well, we're the Wild Honk. We just getting started.
Yes. So with that, goodbye. Uh-oh, you doing a honk? Or is it going to be a honk?
Happy good days.
Oh.
There you go. You got 3. Choose one.